What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard. Good morning and Trading Live with Bubba. Well, we hit it right last week pretty much, but of course, some of the things that we carried over are under a little bit of pressure. Markets are under pressure, but I think that we're going to see a pretty solid rally here in the next day or two. Could be even come today. This would be the action I'd be looking for. Pretty much of a panic or a puke. Now, we're not getting enough volume for the day trading side of it right now, which is fine. I mean, again, there's no reason for us to force the trades. And just so everybody knows who's here, we'll be about 10 minutes today because I got some things that to do, and obviously a lot of adjustments in the markets I have to make. But certainly we'll see what we can go through and see what we can cover here. But right now, again, I have nothing really to look at in the day trading spectrum. I would say to you that I am looking to be a buyer. If you're a Bitcoin trader, I'd look to be at around 77,000. Okay. But from our stocks that we look at each and every day that we're together, Apple in the middle of nowhere, really not much to do. Hold on one second. I got to put my indicators back in here. Somehow they came off. I screwed up something here. Hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry. And if I could type, that would be another good thing. No, that's not what I want. I don't know. Hold on. I'm screwed up here. I don't know what I did here. Indicators, technicals. Vulnerable. There we go. Okay. Now we're back in business. And so Apple's right around the mean. Nothing to do. Okay. Amazon, very, very oversold. Certainly now, if it can come down to 195, I would certainly be selling put spreads. Again, I think that's the most conservative way to trade when you're looking for opportunities. And again, you can progress on from there. Certainly, we'll eventually get into doing risk reversals and things like that. But for now, just as we learn and get ready. But certainly, I would look for this to turn. We're very oversold. Remember, we're not playing for 6 weeks from now. We're playing for the next few days. Okay. And the next few days, there should be a rally, and I would be willing to bet that there'll be a very massive rally in the equity markets, because even if we're going into a bear market, which now the NASDAQ is in bear market territory, I would expect to see a big, sharp rally, which is very characteristic of bear markets. So coin, very oversold along with Bitcoin. Certainly, I would be looking to sell put spreads here. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to be a little bit more patient. If I miss, I miss. I'm not worried about trying to get in too quickly. What I'm worried about is trying to take away the patience and the discipline it takes to trade these markets. Okay. Crowd, not quite down there yet. It was down last week. We did make a trade and it did work. But again, now if we can get down to about 370, I'd be looking to do something there. Meta's getting clobbered. If you trade this is one you could look at. But again, I want the markets to show me that they're starting to turn around. I mean, right now we're getting a pretty big up move. Well, not up move, but a rally. And of course, because these are scaled, it doesn't look that big. But since we've been on air here, the NASDAQ has just rallied 60 points. Okay, now it doesn't mean it won't go right back down there. Google, certainly, I would certainly sell put spreads here in Google now. In fact, why don't we go ahead and do that now? Let's see what I got. I got to see that if we got a big enough edge and we can get what we want. And I'm going to do these for Friday. Okay. I'm going to go right at it. I'm selling the 277, excuse me, the 167.50, 165 for 45 cents. Okay. I'm willing to take a whack at that there. Okay. We'll see if it fills. IWM, very oversold, certainly going to be some sort of a rally. Now, normally I'd make this trade today, but I want to watch a little bit more before I get too aggressive. Again, one of the things you want to denote is that we don't want to get too aggressive too quickly in these markets. Again, you're never going to miss a trade. What you're going to miss is putting yourself in the loss category versus being patient and waiting to go into the win category. Okay, Microsoft, very oversold. This is one I would look at right now. In fact, we will. MSFT. And let's see, 382.50, 380. $380. If I can get $1 for that, right now it's at 90 cents. I'm going to try to work it for $1. If I get it, fine. If I don't get it, it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. MSTR, very much oversold. Once again, let's see what that looks like. MSTR. Now we're holding a spread. So let's see if I look at the 242.50, 240 for $1.12. Yes, I will take that right now. Okay. Nugget is kind of just in the middle of a range, nothing really to do. NVIDIA, very much oversold, and I certainly would look at NVIDIA here. Again, when you see the bar starting to turn green, okay, they're worth looking at. Okay. NVIDIA, let's see, we got the 111, 110, and these are all for Friday. 40 cents, yeah, I'll take that. Okay, 111, 110. The Qs, very oversold. Again, I will wait a little bit more patiently here. You've seen some wild action here, so we'll wait and be patient. SMCI, nothing to do. XYZ, very oversold, but I'm going to wait for a little while here. The SPY, very oversold again. I want to wait. I'd like to do them for today, but I want to make sure that I have a good faith belief that we're going to see the turnaround. Okay. I definitely will say that I believe there's a turnaround coming. And I don't mean that we're going back into a bull market or whatever. I think we are now entering bear market territory, and big rallies are part of big bear market bear markets. Okay. Let's see if anything's going on in our short-term trading. Anything worthwhile? Again, we don't see any volume. This is the problem. So there's no real panic. This is just normal selling. And if we take a look at again, just at the VIX real quick, the VIX is getting a little bit aggressive, which also is a sign that we're going to see a possible rally. They're getting a little bit too overdone chasing up the VIX here. So, and as we go down, Tesla's getting crushed once again. Certainly one I would be looking at, but going to wait. As you notice, I'm going to be much more patient as we look here. Win is in the middle of nowhere, and zoom continues lower, not much to do. So again, although the markets are down a lot, there isn't really an overwhelming amount of things to do. So I think it's always more important to learn patience and discipline. Okay. I did get filled on MSTR at $1.12. Okay. So there we're good. But again, I think you have to learn to be patient and wait. Again, we're trying to play off of the panic of somebody. Okay. And until we get that, we're going to sit back and wait. Without volume, it means there's very little panic going on. Okay. So we're not getting the emotional side of the trade, which is what we're banking on. Okay. Right now, you're getting just a normal market that just sells. Okay. The sellers aren't in control, but you're not getting heavy volume, which means nobody's puking out or panicking right now. They're just selling. Okay. And you need to see some more aggressive volume in here. So there's not really a lot to do, which is a good thing because I'm cutting it short today. But I think, again, just remember be patient enough and wait for the opportunity. So any of these we would potentially be looking at buying, we'd be waiting for a secondary time frame like our 1 minute to be a potential buyer. Now, for example, if I were going to trade the NASDAQ, this is not a trade, but this is what I'd be looking for. A couple of bars up that are green that indicate that maybe the buyers are starting to step back in. Okay. And that's kind of what I'd be looking for. In the meantime, as I said, sorry, I have to cut this short today, but I'll see you back here on Thursday for a full session. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you Thursday.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.